Hey guys, I'm Kamen Rider Silver, and today we are finally going to be able to do a review on the Neca King Kong. I've got to be like one of the last people to ever get this figure. Everyone's been finding it at their Target. I've had no luck whatsoever. So as soon as this guy went up on Target.com, I ordered him, and I'm so happy it came. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to start off with an unboxing and my initial impressions because I literally just took this out of the Target mailer, and I want to document for you guys my reaction to this. I've never really done that, so let's get right to the unboxing. So like I said, I literally just took it out of the Target box. I have not even opened this Velcro yet, but before we do that, there's a look at the side. It says King Kong. This is a really nice box. I like this. King Kong, really nice shots. I like how it kind of blends in to the other pictures right there with some nice kind of wood effects. Another shot of Kong, King Kong at the top, and here we go. I've not even like opened the Velcro yet, so we're doing this all together. Oh my gosh! Wow! Look at that. The eyes look pretty darn good. I can't believe I have this figure now. Okay, let's get him open. Wow, 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 wow. Like I said, I feel like I'm the last person to get this guy. Even like non-Kong fans have been getting him. And I'm like the biggest King Kong fan ever. So, I feel like I've been missing out. But here we go, here we go. So, we'll put this box to the side. It's a very nice box. And see the insert in the back. Oh, this is also pretty cool because this is like how they photographed him in the promotional pictures, but this is like just the background. So I guess if you wanted to display it like that, it'd be pretty cool. Put that to the side. And here he is. The king of all Kongs. Oh my gosh, he looks so cool. I love the 33 design. Besides that McFarlane Kong that we have, I mean, he has almost no articulation except for the arms. This is finally something I have been waiting for. My gosh, he's so cool. I cannot wait to take more pictures of this guy. Ever since those promotional pictures, I was like, this is going to be probably one of my favorite figures ever. So let's see. Oh, he's still got stuff on his hands. I'll probably speed this up. I got Kong himself. Put you to the side. Ooh, my gosh, he's a nice, chunky figure. A lot less skinny than in the reviews I've been seeing him in. Ooh, ooh, those ratchets are nice. We'll get the rest of him unboxed, and then we'll take a closer look. Okay, so from that last video segment, it's been about 5 hours. I took some time to really look at him and picture him and just really enjoy this figure so I can get all my thoughts together. And 5 hours later, I can say this figure is just absolutely amazing. So before we look at the figure itself, let's see what it comes with. Not too much stuff, but you know, it gives you some options. So you have the 1933-esque head in the box, and then it also comes with an alternate like roaring portrait, which is, you know, still kind of 1933-esque, you know, with this kind of cone top head, but it's a little bit different. And then it also comes with some open hands, some gesture hands, besides the punching hands he comes with in the box. But as I was saying, this guy is just absolutely amazing. Let's take a closer look at his face. I love the 33 Kong. It's a very classic look to me. I know a lot of people think it's kind of goofy, but I think it's captured like perfectly in this. And those eyes, even in the side profile, this very cone-like head. And I like how there's a lot of this scarring. You can see it on the face, it's nice and red, but if you look on the body, it's actually like glossy red. So you can kind of tell that Kong has been in recent battles, but I really like this head What I really, really like about this head is that these teeth in here kind of look like it's part of the armature and that there's like the puppet on top of it. I don't know. I think it's a nice touch. It's a little less realistic, I'd say, than this head. This head's supposed to look more, I don't know, anatomically like a real animal. But I really like for this that there's like, you can even kind of see, if you take off the head, they inserted like the row of teeth. So that when you look at it, it looks like there's an armature underneath there. But looking at the rest of his body, beautifully sculpted. Reminds me of the Planet of the Apes figures they've done. Really nice fur sculpts all the way around. Really nice paint. Lots of variations in the brown. They didn't even have to do that. I would have been totally fine with just one tone of brown fur, but they really went all out and made some different tones of brown so that when the light hits him, you can get some variation. The back is nice. Very brown up here, I have to say that. It's not bad, though. Really hope they make a black and white variant. And as far as the proportions go, he looks a lot skinnier in pictures, I would have to say. When you get him in person, he's a very heavy figure, which is maybe not plays into the proportions, but you just feel how chunky he is once you finally get him in hand. I mean, he's a wide figure. Maybe not as wide as like the 33 really should be, but this isn't necessarily 33. But he's a very big figure. And before we even look at how he scales with other figures, yes, he is, not in scale with the Neca Godzillas, but this King Kong is from 1933, or supposed to be from 1933, so there's really no even reason why you would want to put him with with Godzilla. He's an entity of all of his own. I'm going to display him by himself, so scale doesn't matter to me really one bit. I have tons of Kongs. So he is a big figure, a bigger figure, but I don't think that's too against him. So looking at articulation, it's very nice. I like it a lot. The fur sculpt actually doesn't hinder really anything. So keeping this head sculpt on, he can look up that much. He can look not really down, but just kind of put his head all the way down to neutral. He's got hinges at the shoulder. They got very strong detents, but they can go up, and I'm sure if you heated him up more, he could go a little bit, and they can spin all the way around. He has a bicep swivel, which is really, really nice. That's very important for those kind of beating chest poses. He's got these weird double joint elbows, which I've never seen before, but I don't have a lot of double jointed elbow Neca figures, so maybe they use this, which can get pretty far in. I'd say it works. And then you got your swivels at the wrist, but also hinges, which actually work pretty darn good, I have to say. I like that. And then he's got this really nice ab crunch. You can get him to crunch very nicely and to look back quite a bit. I mean, you're going to get that gap, but since we don't have like a waist swivel, I think that's a very functional joint. And then with the legs, you got some ratchets that go to the side and forward. Very, very nice clicks. You know this guy is not going anywhere. Also forward. But you combine the two and you can get some poses. Also got double jointed knees. Not quite as far back maybe as I'd like for being double jointed. And then these, also he does paint flake a little bit, but it doesn't come from the physical figure, it comes from the joints. Then he's got some joints at the ankles, which are good, but I wish they went forward like a little bit more. But this guy has got some good articulation. Also, one more thing on the articulation. With that articulation, you can get him pretty much into an all fours pose. It's going to take some heating up and stuff, but it can pretty much do it. Now, scaling Kong up, as I said, he is a bigger figure. He's more in the 8-inch scale, so let's bring in a ruler. And there you go. He's, about 8.5 inches. Kind of going off screen, but he's about 8.5 inches tall. So he's a bigger figure. Now bringing in some other Kongs you might have. Here is the Mezco Kong. Now, looking at this Mezco Kong now, you can definitely tell he's a much more cartoony Kong. Oh my gosh, he's kind of dusty, but it's very much more a stylized comic book Kong, more based off of the Kong of Skull Island look. Very cool. Bringing in some other Kongs you might have. Here is the Playmates 2021 Kong repainted. And also the Playmates Kong Skull Island Kong also repainted. So they're in 6-inch scale and they're obviously smaller. Now this is less for a size comparison and more of just a looks comparison. Here is the McFarlane Kong, unarticulated pretty much, only in the like swivel with the arm, legs, and head. Pretty much static. And there is our newest articulated 33 Kong. Honestly, this guy right here is just beautiful. I've had him for, ooh, he almost fell. I've had him for, I'd say about 5 years now, and he's one of my favorite figures I have. I just love his expression and just how chunky he is. But this is like a dream come true to have an articulated, basically, version of him. And then, of course, what everybody wants to see, here is the new Neca Kong with the Neca King Kong Godzilla. So, not in scale. They don't have to be. This isn't a 62 Kong, but, you know, it is what it is. But they're both good figures, and they both serve different purposes. And then last but not least, I just wanted to show this real quick. This is probably one of my most popular videos. This is the V-Rex, the Playmates V-Rex with Kong. And I think the scale is pretty darn cool. Honestly do. I'll have some more pictures at the end where I team these two, or battle these two together. So I think that looks pretty darn cool. One more thing to note is that if you do happen to have the Mezco Kong, you can take the shackles that one comes with, and you can just plug them right into Kong. They are a little bit big, because Mezco Kong has a little bit bigger wrists, but they do fit on very nicely to this new Kong. And you can kind of work it up to the edges, so you can kind of fit them right there. And then, I mean, this is a long shot, but if you have the McFarlane stand, then you can definitely put him up there. There you go. The 8th wonder of the world. King Kong. Very cool. So there you guys go. There was a look at the new NECA King Kong figure. This is like a dream come true. Just coming in, I have this little biplane I have up on a stand. This is just such a beautiful figure. I really like this figure a lot. For $25, if you can find him, you gotta get him. If you're a Kong fan, you need this figure because it's probably the definitive 33 Kong for the time being. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!